charged in Thika Law courts for stealing phones. Now, the phones belong to invigilators and police officers who were manning the exam. The students allegedly stole them from the office of the principal as he was engaging the exam invigilators. The two students have been put on a one-year probation. All right, still in the examination mood, we take a look at something that stood out in this particular 2018 examinations. We're not talking about the efficiency in which the credibility was secured, but we take a look at this particular examination period that has seen the credibility of both the KCPE and KCSE bolstered, with the unified government front seeking to seal loopholes. But the teenage pregnancy crisis has raised the alarm even as efforts are put in place to seek answers to counter the high pregnancy rate that stands at 40%. Now, the Education Cabinet Secretary Ambassador Mina Mohammed has ordered an audit of all pregnant girls in schools, even with the possibility of collusion between parents and teachers to cover up some cases, as argued by the TSC Chief Executive Officer Nancy Macharia. Well, the Kenya National Union of Nurses Teachers Secretary General Wilson Sosion was equally vocal, blaming the society for eroded morals. Even with the ongoing audit, let's take a look at the numbers in this particular sad turn of events, where we have seen an upsurge of teenage pregnancies, especially school-going adolescent girls. Now, 378,397, that's the number of pregnant girls aged between 10 and 19 years. While we're breaking it down, 349,465 pregnant girls are aged between 15 and 19 years, while 10 to 14 years, there is the number. Obviously, the source is right there, but this is just some of the statistics. While we take a look at the counties with the highest prevalence rate, we take a look, Narok leading at 40%, followed by Homa Bay, West Pokot, Tana River, Nyamira, and Samburu counties. While we still compare the counties with the highest prevalence rate, we take a look at those with the low prevalence rate. Elgeyo Marakwet right there at 9%, followed by Embu 8%, Nyeri following, and last but not least, Murang'a County at 6%. Of course, this is just in line with trying to take a look at what this particular set of counties and what they are doing to perhaps get this low prevalence rate of teenage pregnancies, while also comparing what the other counties are doing, which have a stark high number of teenage pregnancies in secondary schools. Moving on, family and friends of former Nairobi Town Clerk John Gakuo are gathering at the All Saints Cathedral, Nairobi, for his funeral service. Now, Gakuo died last week while he was serving a 3-year jail term for unprocedural procurement of cemetery land in Mavoko for the defunct Nairobi City Council.
When the perishable has been clothed with the imperishable and the mortal with the immortality, then the saying that is written will come true. Death has been swallowed up in victory. And that is, where, O death, is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting? The sting of death is in sin, and the power of sin is the law. But thanks be to God, he gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. Therefore, my brothers and my dear brothers, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. And that is the word of God.
From nephews and nieces. It is now 9 days since you suddenly left us. Uncle John, we can't find better words to describe our cordial relationship we enjoyed together. We will always remember your good advice on honesty, integrity, professionalism, and above all, God-fearing. These are values you cherished, and sure enough, you died for. We remember your motto, the sky is the limit, which you always stated during our family meetings. To you, laziness, mediocrity, dishonesty, and other such negative issues, vices, were not options. We remember the many instances when you hosted our ailing parents in your Kileleshwa home whenever they came for treatment in Nairobi, going as far as paying their hospital bills without demanding refund. Uncle John, as an exemplary leader, a role model to your nephews and nieces, we know that truth and honesty were your shield and defender, and your integrity unquestionable. Contrary to what few others may believe, we look forward to your exoneration by our very able justice system till we meet again together with the angels in heaven. Rest in peace, Uncle John Maina. Thank you.
But there's so much that is known about him. So you don't need to meet everyone in life, isn't it? But you meet them through the works that they have done. And John Gakuo is known very, very well. Two sad things happened and they broke my heart. Number one was his sentencing, because I had known him to be a good man. I had known him to be a hard-working, intelligent, and diligent man. I had known him when I came to the city about almost 9 years now, when I joined the cathedral, as a man who is remembered for the beauty that we see in the city. Sometimes when I drive around the city, and this one, those who work in the city county needs to hear, is the way the workers chop off the trees in the name of pruning. And I feel so bad. And I used to say, I don't know what Gakuo would say when he has planted all these trees along Mombasa Road, and sometimes the way they prune them is so badly that they actually look very bad, isn't it? And they just leave the leaves there when somebody has done the work. And so it hurt me to see him imprisoned.
Yahudi took lunch with him yesterday. Go clean the name of John Gakuo. The Constitution does not allow mtu akifa kesi inakwisha, but please, we have a name, and we have told the family John is clean, and he died believing he is clean. We want it cleaned up. Thank you.
That we are not burying a thief, we are burying a hero who has done so much, not only for the city of Nairobi, not only for the people of this country, but Kenya at large. I also want to recognize the former mayor, Nathan Karara, with his lovely wife, the former deputy mayor, Lawrence Ngacha, and also the speaker, the deputy speaker, who is also here from the county of Nairobi, and also Vivian, the former minister in the previous regime. Mine is simply to say, Kaguthi, we were very proud of him. He left us what we call legacy. And the legacy that we can think of and we know of him is the integrity. He died a person who was very right in whatever he was doing. We know Kaguthi, we know the former town clerk for the good work that he did in this city.
All right, moving on, residents of Zamzam village are now demanding for the closure of a quarry that they say has continued to damage their properties even after reporting the matter to various government officials, including the National Environmental Management Authority, NEMA. No action has been taken to stop operations at the quarry. Francis Mtalaki reports.
Well, I'm in Zamzam village in Likoni, Mombasa County, where the residents of Zamzam are complaining on the ongoing quarry business that has been ongoing for quite some times now. As you can see, there's some building materials, building blocks to be specific, that are ongoing here. Also some houses that are still under construction within the quarry. And the residents here are complaining with regard to health matters. I want to bring a lady here so that I can be able to talk to. Majina yako alafu tueleze, tatizo ni nini?
Kwa majina naitwa Angeline Grace Achiro. Tatizo yetu hapa sana, kelele ya wale watu ambaye wanakata mawe. Alafu vumbi, atulali, kila mmoja wetu hapa tunakohoa. Hata chakula chako, hata ukifunika, lazima vumbi itapenya. Njia zote imefunikwa na vumbi. Hata nyumba unapata chafu hata ukiosha, na watoto wetu ambao sasa wanafanya mtihani hawana pahali kutulia ili waweze kufanya revision. Alafu sisi akina mama mara nyingi tulizungumza, tunaomba serikali waje hapa waangalie vile nini inafanyika ili watutetee sisi wengi ambaye nyumba inabomolewa kwa ajili ya kukata mawe chini ya hiyo manyumba.
Na asante, labda wewe nikupate unieleze, huyu mwana mmeweza kumzungumzia kuhusiana na tatizo lenu, anasema nini kuhusiana na tatizo la kupata mwafaka?
Okay, kwa majina naitwa Rashid Athmani Mwakuyumba. Tuelezea hawa watu lakini hawataki kusikia. Maana hata mimi mwenyewe walikuja wakanivamia wakanitandika hapa. Hii ni alama kama ya damu, kwa sababu hapa mahali kutetea pasikatwe. Na serikali huko wanakula nyama, sisi tunakula vumbi. Sasa tunaomba serikali ukataji wa mawe hapa kwa nyumba za watu umalizike kabisa, wasifanye tena kukata mawe, watafute quarries wafanye huko, lakini hapa watu wache hizi nafasi.
Alafu katika juhudi zenu labda mmeenda kwa vitengo vya serikali mkatafuta juhudi mkazungumza nao, wanasema nini?
Hakuna kitengo cha serikali hatujafika, kuanzia national government mpaka county government, na wote wamenyamazia kimya, sijui wanakatua kitu kidogo ama sijui vipi. Mpaka chief na administrator alikuja hapa tukaonyesha mahali tangu haijakatwa ile timbo, lakini wakafanya nini? Wakatuchekelea wakaondoka. Mzee wa mtaa naye ndiye huyu akaja kaondoka. Sasa kwenda kwa DCC pia naye the same. Sasa tuna shida hapa, tunaomba serikali kama haitafanya maneno ya haraka itakuja chukua watu hapa maiti. Maana tumechoka na vumbi, tumechoka na maradhi hapa. Serikali chukue hii jukumu, wafungishe mambo ya matimbo katika area watu ambao kwa wakazi, yani in short.
Shirika la NEMA mmekwenda kwao?
Hata barua yao ni wapatia barua NEMA. Hakuna mahali sijafika. Kote tumefika sisi kama wakazi wa hapa. Na tukapiga kelele kwamba hii barua chukueni, na mtu hata hizi machine by the way hazina karatasi, hazina idhini za kukata. Wanakata kilegal. Sasa hapa hizi mashine zifungiliwe mbali kabisa. Hatutaki kuona tena mashine hapa za kata kelele 24 hours kama hii nyumba hii. Nataka kuangushwa. Watoto wanafanya mtihani hapa, waligurishwa wamekodishwa kule chini, na mwenyewe yuko Nairobi anafanya kazi.
Well, thank you so much. Those are some of the sentiments from the residents of Zamzam village in Likoni constituency complaining with regard to the matters quarry business. But I can see a gentleman here. Sijui unataka kuongea na sisi? Kuja karibu na sisi hapo utueleze. Wewe unachimba, alafu inakuaje? Una nia yapi ya kutueleza?
With me, I'm called Dr. Simeon. First, this is a place of quarry, if you can see. And you know, this is where people get their risk. And even if you can see, there are buildings here, which means the others also, they were having the plots here, that the plots were also raised. And then they allowed their places to be cut down, is when they can construct their houses. But you can see these people are just a few out of many are complaining that their blocks are being cut down.
But are you not worried with the dangers that are posed by the quarry?
We are asking that if they can accept, let them allow their places so that they are cut down is when they construct.
But you've heard of their claims, and also they're saying that you pose a threat to their life, also to the children, in terms of the health matters. Are you not worried as a Kenyan? These are your fellow residents.
You know, even others are fellows. You see, others are also having, you can see, these are not only the people who are living here. We have around thousands of people living here. If you can see, there are only 10. Just, I can say, 3/4 of them are complaining. Why not others?
Thank you so much for your time. Well, that is a response from one of the residents here who also doing some quarry business. You've been able to hear what he has been able to say with the claims. And that is what we have from Zamzam village here in the Likoni constituency with regard to the ongoing wrangles over the quarry business that has been ongoing here for quite some time. My name is Francis Mtelaki. It is back to studio.
All right, now a major crackdown on public service matatus is looming as the dreaded Mishuki rules return to the roads come this Monday. Now Elvis Lagat explores the operators' preparedness as they race against the 12th November deadline. Here is his report from Nakuru.
Well, indeed, Jesse, it appears that the crackdown on matatus has already started and is even set to be major in the coming days as matatu operators have been given until Monday to ensure that they are compliant with traffic regulations that are now referred to as Mishuki rules. Mishuki rules now set to make a major comeback. You'd remember that in 2003, September, the then Transport Minister, the late John Mishuki, published in a Kenya Gazette the rules that would spell out for road users, particularly those using matatus. And of course, some of the highlights, Jesse, to that effect is to ensure that all matatus are fixed with safety belts for all passengers, as well as speed governance to ensure that matatus speed are capped at 80 kilometers per hour. And of course, all matatus must be licensed as per those regulations of traffic, as well as a mandatory yellow strips on matatus, among many other things that matatus must have in the reintroduction of Mishuki rules. Of course, some of the key government officials have weighed in on this matter. Inspector General of Police saying that this time round, government is bent on ensuring that matatus are compliant with rules. Of course, that this time round it's not going to be knee-jerk reactions. Of course, Jesse, you'd remember that in early October this year, there was a Fort Tenan accident that claimed 56 lives. Of course, now traffic police coming under heavy criticism of rather negligence and failure to ensure that that particular ill-fated bus was checked to ensure that it was not overcrowded. So one of the Mishuki rules is to ensure that every single PSV vehicle ensures and sticks to its carrying capacity. Let's just have a conversation with some of individuals working here by fixing speed governance to ensure that matatus, buses and even lorries are compliant with these set rules. Tuanze tu na jina yako na tuambie ni kazi gani ambayo unafanya hapa Nakuru.
Kwa majina naitwa Rogers Ochieng. Mimi ni manager digital electricals. Si ndio tuna feed speed governor kwa magari.
Kwa sasa tangu hiyo habari ya kwamba matatu inafaa kuweka speed governors. Kwa sasa mmepata madereva wangapi ambao wameleta gari zao kuweza kuwekewa speed governors?
Kwa sasa hii tumepata madriver kadhaa. Juu wengi walikuwa na issue, unakuta ma speed governors zao azisomi, azirecord, haitoi data. Wengine wanaweka switch, magavana zao haikati. Sasa tulikaa chini wengi tumejaribu kuadvise. Tukajaribu kuadvise venye speed governors zao zinafaa zifanye, na kwa sasa hii wengi wamekuja na tumetengeneza mingi sana. Siwezi hesabu ni ngapi, lakini ni kadhaa.
Na kuna ile tatizo kwamba baada ya kuweka speed governors, madereva ambao wanatumia hizi matatu wanaweza kutoa speed governors zenyewe na kuweza bado kwenda kwa mwendo wa kasi. Pengine mwafanyaje kuhakikisha kwamba speed governors zenyewe haziwezi guzwa?
Kulingana na speed governors zenye tunaweka saa hii, tunaweka the best speed governors zenye tukifunga kwa gari, unless ukiichomoa gari pia haiwezi enda mahali. Sasa inabidi uende na hiyo speed governor na itakuwa inakata kwa 80. Ukichomoa hiyo gari itasimama hapo.
Shukran sana. Pengine tusikize kwako pia.
Let's move on. A family in Kongasis, Nakuru County, is seeking justice for their 28-year-old kin who was allegedly assaulted by administration police officers for trespass. Nelson Rerimoy is now fighting for dear life at the Rift Valley General Hospital. Elphys Lagat reports on an alarming rise of cases of fatal harm on civilians in Nakuru County linked to police officers.
Nelson Kipyegon Rerimoy nurses stab wounds at the hospital's High Dependency Unit, HDU. His life hanging on the machines for the 10th day. Rerimoy was allegedly stabbed with a knife by 2 officers who were said to have raided his house on October 28 this year.
Kaangalia hao watu watatu akauliza. Kumbe alikuwa anajua mmoja wao ni askari, akamuuliza Odinga, mbona unaingia kwangu bila hata kubisha hodi? Haya, huyo Odinga hata hakukaa kidogo, nikastukia tu ametoa kisu, sijui ni wapi hata alitoa, akaanza kumpiga nayo. Pale hivyo ndio mimi nikaanza kurukia sababu mzee wangu alikuwa mlevi hata ajijui.
On the fateful day, his wife Gladys says one of their neighbors, accompanied by 2 police officers in civilian clothes, stormed Rerimoy's house and picked a quarrel with him before dragging him to their sitting room, where one of the cops allegedly stabbed Rerimoy, injuring his wife in the process.
Walikuwa wanataka kumdunga nini? Walikuwa wanataka kumdunga shingo. Mimi nikagonga ile kisu, ilinidunga nini? Ikandunga mkono, na huyo askari mwenye alikuwa na hiyo kisu akamkalia mtoto wa 1 week. 1 week ambaye alikuwa amelala kwa sofa. Sasa pale hivyo nikaanza kuscream. The moment waliniona amekalia mtoto na nataka kumdunga mzee wangu kisu, nika scream. Venye niliscream ndio wakatoka nje wakimvurutianga nje.
28 years old male who was admitted after having been assaulted through using a penetrating or a sharp object.
And for Bernard Juguna, father of 5 in Bahati, life has not been the same since the horror of September 29th.
Kama tufikirie hivyo, tukashikia malisazi zimeanza kulia. Tukatawanyika sisi wote. So juu hii gate ya Rand Ready ilikuwa imefunguriwa, sasa sisi tuliingia wote. Mimi nikafikiria nifunge gate. Katika hiyo harakati ya kufunga gate, mimi ndio nisikia nimeganda mwili. Kumbe already nilikuwa nimeshutua mkono. Kujiangalia hivi nikaona, yani sikuamini venye, sikuwa nimeamini ati kama nimepigwa risasi.
Not in his worst dreams did he anticipate being a casualty in a crossfire between gangsters and police officers.
Na polisi wakati walifika, hata hapa sipo kulikuwa kunaibiwa, na unaona hata baada ya kuona watu wamerudi ndani ya gate na wamejifungia, waliendelea kupiga gate marisasi.
Whilst the 2 cases have been brought to the attention of the Independent Police Oversight Authority, IPOA, Bernard and the critically injured Nelson Rerimoy are yet to get any meaningful reprieve. Elphys Lagat, KTN News.
All right, we've come to the end of today's broadcast news desk. Many thanks for joining us. Of course, more developments that are happening in the course of the day. Information will be coming your way in our subsequent news bulletins. My name is Jesse Rogers. We make way for Bottom Line.